Something huge is happening right now in the world of AI. I mean, a truly massive shift. High-end, professional-grade AI voice technology is breaking out of these expensive, lockdown cloud services and landing right on our personal computers. And in this explainer, we're going to dig into exactly how that happened. You've probably heard this quote before, and boy, has it ever been true for AI. For years, this incredible power was pretty much held exclusively by big companies with really big budgets. But that is all changing. This explainer is all about how that future is finally being distributed to everyone, giving us the tools to create perfect digital voices for free. So this right here is the crucial point. Let's break down this fundamental change. The old way meant you were paying for costly subscriptions, you were locked into one company's system, and you had to have a constant internet connection. Not to mention, you were sending all your data up to their servers. The new way? It's all about local AI. It's 100% free, you have a limited use, it works completely offline, and because it runs on your machine, it is completely private. Okay, so to get our heads around this whole thing, here's our game plan. We'll cover the revolution itself, then we'll meet the amazing open source models that are making it all possible. We'll look at how you can set up your very own AI command center. We'll talk about the practical trade-offs, see where this is all going, and finally we'll touch on the really important ethics of it all. All right, let's start with the big picture. This isn't just some small update. It's a complete paradigm shift in who gets to use top-tier text-to-speech, removing from these walled gardens of proprietary tech out into the wide-open fields of community-driven development. You know, the main story of 2025 is really this open source shift. What used to be just hobbyist projects have, rapidly evolved. These free, community-developed models are now achieving what researchers call human parity, which means they are so good, they can be totally indistinguishable from, or even preferred over, actual human recordings. So, who are the stars of this new era? Well, it's not just one single breakthrough. It's a whole new generation of incredible models, and each one has its own unique superpower. So this slide gives us a quick snapshot of the key players. You've got F5TS, which uses something called flow matching. You can kind of think of it like an artist perfectly tracing the unique flow and signature of a voice. Then there's Fish Speech, which gives you direct control over emotion. Style TTS2 is the quality benchmark. And GPT-SoVITS is a total powerhouse for training a custom voice with very little data. Let's just zoom in on two of these for a second. F5 TTS is the master of what's called zero-shot cloning. That means you can give it a tiny 10-second audio clip of a voice it has never, ever heard before, and it can replicate it with stunning accuracy. Then you have Style TTS2, which has officially achieved human parity. In blind tests, listeners actually rated its output as more natural than the original human recordings. Just think about that. An AI voice sounded more human than a human. Okay, so we have voices that are indistinguishable from humans, but a great voice is about more than just quality, right? It's about performance. Raw text-to-speech can sound a little flat. True creative control means being able to direct the emotion and the tone, and that's where models like Fish Speech are really changing the game. And this shows you exactly how it works. With Fish Speech, you literally become the director. By typing these simple tags right into your script, you can tell the AI how to say the words. You want it to whisper, shout, sound sarcastic? You can even make it laugh or sob on command. It's just an incredible level of creative control. So we've got these amazing models, but how do you actually use them? They sound pretty complicated, right? Well, a new wave of tools has made it unbelievably simple to bring this professional-grade studio right onto your own desktop. Meet Pinocchio. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like Steam, but for AI. It's a free app that turns the painfully complex process of installing these AI models into a simple one-click thing. It's really the key that unlocks all this power for people who aren't developers. And the process is genuinely this easy. You download Pinocchio, you use its Discover page to find the voice model you want, and you click one button. That's it. Pinocchio handles everything else. And a few minutes later, you have a fully functional voice cloning studio running locally, right on your computer. So, it's powerful and it's accessible. But what's the catch? Let's talk about the practical side of things, the new economics of AI voice, which really just boils down to a trade-off between money and hardware. This slide really says it all. I mean, look at these numbers. To generate about 1 million characters of speech, that's roughly a 10-hour audiobook, you could pay a cloud service over $100, maybe even $200. To do the exact same thing with a local open source model, the software cost is zero. The only cost is the electricity and the hardware you already own. So, the price of all this free software is your computer's VRAM, or video memory. This is the resource these models really run on. And as you can see, you can get started with a good consumer graphics card, something with around 10 gigabytes of VRAM. But to run the absolute best, highest quality models, you're going to want to be in that 14 to 20 gigabyte range. This technology is already incredible, but it is moving so fast. So where is it all headed? Well, the goal is to move beyond just reading text aloud and into creating truly interactive conversational AI. We're on the cusp of what are called omni models. These are single AI systems that can listen, think, and speak in a seamless, real-time loop. We're also seeing models that can generate entire 90-minute podcasts in one go, maintaining perfect consistency. This whole thing paves the way for fully automated content where an AI can host an entire show perfectly in character. Now, we have to end on the most important point. This technology, it gives us incredible creative power, but it also comes with a serious responsibility. I mean, when you can create a perfect fake of any voice, ethics become completely non-negotiable. And the line here is actually very clear. Embracing this tech means doing things like cloning your own voice to automate your workflow, or maybe creating unique character voices for a project. What we have to avoid at all costs is using it to impersonate people without their explicit consent, creating deceptive deepfakes, or engaging in any kind of fraud or harassment. The rule is really simple. Consent is everything. So that leaves us with this one final, kind of provocative thought. For all of human history, a voice has been a unique marker of our identity. But now that anyone, anywhere, can create a perfect digital copy of any voice, what does it truly mean for a voice to be authentic anymore? It's a question we're all going to have to answer as this revolution continues.